listen to a little bit of what he told us about what he knew about the suspect.
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that, and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever, so it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Yeah. You said he was a loner?
Yeah. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much.
He was in high school.
Yeah.
What did they, do you remember at all what they said to him or called him?
No. He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance.
And don't get me wrong, this is not in support of Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form. But what this is talking about here is how they like to change these narratives or create these narratives. There was one other report that was talking about the fact that they kept calling this person, this gunman, this attempted assassin, they kept calling him a 20-year-old kid, this 20-year-old kid. Y'all know why they keep using the term kid. They keep trying to make him seem innocent, make him seem like it's something disturbing about him. Something had to be mentally wrong. And then all of a sudden, immediately, this kid pops up, the only person I've seen them interview. And he gets all deep into how he was bullied, how he's bullied. First thing, you're showing that you sat there and let him get bullied. But I know how people are. People don't get involved. People would rather be on the side of the majority of the popular, of the smiles and the laughter, than they are to stand up against something that they know is wrong. And expecting a kid to do that, not many of them going to do it. But you showed that you didn't do nothing about it. You saw what was happening. You didn't go sit with him. You didn't go try to talk to the boy. I ain't saying you got to go fight the bullies, but you ain't even try to go talk to him. But of course, that could have caused you to get bullied. But then bullying is always the excuse that they give to a certain group of people when they commit some type of heinous crime. And you have to wonder, what is the psychology behind such things? And this is not about being racist, because I'm not racist at all. I'm just calling out the reality of what it is. One of the reasons why this mentality persists is because we can't separate the fakeness of race, because race is not real, of calling ourselves black and white, from the color of black and white, from the more mental, spiritual meaning of black and white. You see, back in the day, they looked at the night sky and it was dark and it was black, and that's when the fear would come up, you know, about animals and things, that creatures they couldn't see. And so they were fearful of the night, which has nothing to do with the color of people's skin. In the daylight, things seemed better. Things seemed great. And when you started making clothing, white was seen as being pure, whereas black was not seen as being pure but dirty. It has nothing to do with the color of a person's skin. But the psychology persisted that when a black person and a white person commit the same crime, because a black person is already matched up with what is dirty and fearful, then it ain't got nothing to do with the color of your skin. But when a white person commits that crime, then because white is pure, clean, then they must have some mental issue, some other outside issue that caused them to act otherwise than the purity that white has garnered to mean in other realms, because it ain't got nothing to do with the color of your skin. You see, that psychosis has been around for hundreds of years, and we have yet to rid ourselves of it. So this is why you get these people. It was a British columnist who was calling him this young kid. And, you know, we send 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds into the military, but you want to call this person a kid. And them 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds, they go die for you and can't even have a drink to calm their nerves. But we'll call this one a kid because he hasn't been trained in the military. He's been bullied. And every guy that gets bullied, these kids these day and age, man, these kids day and age, they bullying level is weak. compared to the bullying that I went through. And the bullying that I went through was probably weak compared to the bullying that my parents went through prior to integration. So I don't want to hear that bullshit about, oh, they were bullied and you had mental problems. And no, the motherfucker criminal. Plain and simple, you're a criminal. That's it. And you should go down like a criminal. Stop trying to make them look innocent, or trying to find some excuse because you haven't mentally been able to break the separation between what we call race, color of person's skin, and the more physical understanding of color and the spiritual understandings of color. Because when you try to match them all together, you get a whole bunch of bullshit. So always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.